Hey y'all, I came back for a minute. I think I'm bored this morning. I don't know. I'm so bored this morning. I am so bored. So, yeah. Did y'all catch those comments? Let me turn this light on for a second. Okay. Did y'all catch the? Are you guys reading the comments in the Chauvin Floyd case? Oh my God, the closing argument is on point, but the comments is crazy. So, I've been down here today, and I'm hardly ever down here that much, in the basement. I got about 7 minutes, so then I'll go back upstairs because I had to put my lunch on. But I have, let me turn this light on so y'all can see. I hate lights. Lights, the lights, the lights, the lights, the lights. But yeah, crazy, huh? The comments, y'all. The comments is crazy. Really, really crazy. Did y'all see? Have y'all been watching those comments? That shit is crazy. Well, you I pay attention to a lot of the comments, because it tells you where people hearts and things are, when it comes to a situation. But I was just sitting there reading like hundreds of comments that comes up the screen. So, hey Harlem, went off. I be pressing them buttons, girl. I be pressing them buttons over here, girl. So I was like, you know what, whatever. But yeah, I was like I said, I was reading the comments and things, watching the court TV, the closing arguments, right? And people would sit down and you pay attention and listen to a lot of the closing arguments on how prosecutor and the defense will end up presenting their final words to a jury, and of course a lot of them is about a lot of details. But when I came on earlier and I said what I said about, people putting out the details about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I just think that it's a absolutely no. Whether it doesn't matter how bad you love him, and and how close you were to him and everything, because the most important part of the case is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is to remain innocent before guilty, right? Presumption. Okay. You He doesn't have anything to prove. He doesn't. The prosecutors has to prove everything that they're going to say against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So being out here and splurting out that you know him of this caliber, and he did this things this way, and he knows these people, and he's got this and he's done that, and I've been to this place with him, and and I cooked and cleaned for him, and stuff like that. It's like, don't help them out. Don't stop helping the prosecutors with their defense. Just stop. Stop telling it. Let them go find all of this information out about themselves. And then oh, my braid's sticking out. Look at that. Oh well. Anyways, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys, but I apologize. I was over here clicking on some buttons, y'all, and the goddamn thing went poof. As usual. I'm sitting up here like, really? Really? Is that what we gonna do? Should I get on the exercise bike today? I should probably get on the exercise. Let's ride the bike today. Let's ride the bike today. I ain't been on it in a while, so it's kind of hanging with some shit. Yep, let's ride the bike. Ooh, let's ride the bike. We ride the bike today. Just work out and be tired before I go to work. Well, but what I'm doing now is just waiting for Teddy to for Teddy to be ready to be picked up. Oh, let me take this off, y'all. I'm on the bike. Let me show y'all. I'm on the bike today. Here we go. Let's do the bike. Let's see if y'all can see it. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. See? I'm on the bike. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm on the bike today. Da-da-da-da-da. I should probably ride it for what? About a good 20 minutes? 20 minutes? Get flexible. I should get flexible. Let's do flexible. I only brought y'all along again with me to talk shit. You say your stomach is bigger than my butt. You don't care. You're so silly. But come on, beauty. You gotta get on the bus. You gotta get on the bike. You gotta get on the bike. And work it. And work it. And work it. That's a bike. I'm gonna start coming back and getting back on it though, for real. I'm gonna start coming back and getting back on this though. But I usually start off with swimming first. Warm the muscles, get the muscles back in shape. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys, but yeah, those comments is crazy mad over on the Court TV Live. I don't play it, but Roland Martin, I guess he got some all access granted pass or whatever. But you would take somebody like me or, all the little bloggers or whatever, they be wanting to shut your channel down for showing that. So I'm gonna have to dig into an all access granted pass. So you say you can't do no more than 2 sit-ups. You know what? If you could take those 2 sit-ups and turn them into 4 sit-ups the next day and then to 6 sit-ups, the next day. So yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But I guess I'm just down here snooping around. Just I ain't been down here in a while. No, not at all. What in the hell? Mm-mm. So just gotta come down, make sure everything is okay down here, cause yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Gotta make sure your house is still, ain't nothing falling apart or nothing when you come down. But so yes. Huh? You losing a tooth? All right, I'm gonna get you $1 for it when it come out, okay? Okay. Okay, well let me know when it fall out, cause I'm gonna give you $1 and take you to the store for it. He goes, he say he losing his tooth. So you guys, cause I'm going back upstairs in a minute. Well, I still got 5 minutes on this, and I don't know why, because I be down here pressing buttons too, though, beauty. I be pressing buttons down here, right? So, wash and dryer, okay? And us black people, right? I have not yet read the freaking books to the damn thing, right? So, this is how thick the book is, right? Let me show you. Let me show you. This is how thick the goddamn book is, right? So, I have to take time and get a day and sit down. And this is to the washer itself, right? So if we go over here, here is the dryer book, right? Just look at all this shit. What do you want me to read this now? I know half of it might be Spanish, because that's how they do it. You get half of the book might be Spanish and half of it is English, right? So I gotta read these, you guys, because beauty, when I say I'm bad at pressing buttons, right? So I'm doing the laundry, right? Wash and dryer, right? So this is a Samsung something of a something, 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 right? Most times when I buy things, I just buy them because they're cute, right? Ooh, this is pretty. Let me, Then and done, I get this book. So, and I still got to get the paddle stools for it to bring it up to the height, you know. So, and then my mom's husband is coming, and he's going to be putting granite shelvings around here and my shelvings and stuff on the wall. So I'm still working, work in progress in here in the laundry room, right? So it's crazy thing, right? So look at this shit, girl. Cause you know we used to having just a regular, you know, the wash, the dry, you know, whatever, and then the rinse cycle. This goddamn thing, you know, it's got this Bluetooth thing to it, which is in. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so which it's in here, right? So you can put something of your blue. Let me make sure I get it. You can Bluetooth something here, you know, or whatever. You need the adapter, and you know, you can play your music or some shit, right? I don't be down here long enough to do so, right? So it's got all these goddamn settings, right? Your rinse. You know, I have to read the book to find out what is allergen and what are we sanitizing, okay? And then you go over here, you got active wear. What? Okay, so I guess that's your gym wear, and you know, and then your rinse and stuff cycle. You say. Used to just put those on the lawn and have a yard sale and get you. Girl, I'm done with you. I'm too done with you. Listen, isn't it cool? So it's, you know, it's got this little bell tone to it. Oh, I'm like, okay. So, but look, beauty, when you go over here, I know Hill. I know. You know, I don't want to imagine that. Like, what do I have to go through for it to get fixed? Fortunately, you know, they have been put on the included now in the home warranty. So I just had to send in the serial numbers and all of that stuff. So if it does break, it's only $70 for whatever it is that needs to be repaired, because that's what they charge to come out. But then if you go over here, it got some pre-wash, extra rinse, extra spin, some steam. Steam and what? What the fuck? Steam and what? Then you can change the temperature. I have not read all this stuff. It's, you know, my cycle where you can set your cycle things, and you want to delay the end. I guess that's if you want to. And the self clean kind of sound like like you're taking your shit to the cleaners or some shit. It's super speed. Y'all, this shit is crazy because I have not read anything in this book as of yet to really, you know, understand, you know, what's what with it. So right now I just stick to the simple part of it, which is just kind of putting it on a here, let's power it up. So you have to push the button here. And then all this over here lights up like a goddamn car. You know how you know how the car lights up. So, and as you pick your cycle, the timing changes over here as you pick your cycle that you want. So that's pre-programmed for you. However, you can come in over here and change a few bit of the settings if you're not, you know, if you're not too happy about it. So I don't know. Then at the bottom of this thing, I guess you said just let Teddy do the laundry. So I guess at some time of how long it's been running, I guess you have to go in and hook the hose or something to this little compartment down here because it's got to clean or empty out some things in here. The only warning that I did get about these is that stay away from a lot of fabric softener because fabric softener is gooky. You know, it's like a glue or something. So you don't want to use too much of the fabric softener. So I was like, well, okay, that's good to know. That saves me from reading that page of the book. But I love, this is my favorite part because, you know, when we used to go to the laundromat, so, and it has the little slot door on it. So you can put your fabric softener and the bleach and softener, bleach, and then your liquid powder, you know, your liquid wash of your goes in there. So it wasn't nothing specific of where, you know how some of the washers, it expects for you to use that 2X, you know, the expensive or whatever. But when they came and brought them, the guy was like, well, no, you know, you can just use kind of just stay with the liquid and just don't go above the line that's in there. So, but pretty cool. This right here, you can use this thing, I guess. It goes in while the water is still coming down in case you drop the sock or something. So then you could just throw it back in there. But once it locks up, you cannot open that door back up. So you can only use that while it's filling up. So, yeah, pretty sniffy. I don't know. And I can't even tell you guys because I don't wash that much. I wash probably once a week, or if the kids had them soiled some things, and then I will wash. So, okay, going into so we come back over and we can power this one back off because I'm done with that. But then we come over to the dryer, guys. The dryer, it's just so much. Look at it. Look at all the shit. I just need normal and just dry the damn clothes, right? I do. But like I said, because I thought that they were so pretty, I was like, you girl, hell the land, too damn complicated. I just complicated my laundry, okay? And I'm not a complicated person. I like simple. I really do. But like I say, I just got it because they was pretty. So, but the same procedure, you kind of just, and the shit light up like a car. Look at this shit. Vroom. It just lights up like a car. So you can turn your drum light on. Let me see if I can get it on. That's pretty much all that I've learned. So you have your drum light. Yay, put your drum light on. And it's just got too many goddamn buttons to do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, air air, what's that? I don't know what download it is. I don't know what the refresh. I don't know what steam sanitizer. I don't know what this stuff is, y'all. So I really have to read the book. But for right now, we'll leave it on normal. And normal is set at an hour and 15 minutes. But I'll come down and it'll probably be dry before then. Let's see what wrinkle prevent. Let's see what that is. Okay, so we turn that on. That way you ain't got to have no burnt iron sitting around drying your shit. So I mean ironing on your shit. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what damp alert. I don't know what no economy dry. I got to read, guys. I got to read the damn book. But and then you just hit the start button like that, and it's off, taking off. It's good to go. Yeah, good to go. So there, I just had fun with you guys with my washer and dryer because I want to talk about some of these goddamn comments. So I even got a goddamn deep freezer that sing, y'all. Play some music. You leave the door open more than a minute, the goddamn deep freezer starts humming its damn tune around here. But let's go back upstairs because these comments. Have y'all been looking at the comments though? Have you been looking at the comments, Beauty, on Court TV or whatever news channel that the viewing of the Chauvin and Floyd thing is going on? So then we're gonna go in there and season up some goddamn pork steaks today, because that's what I got taste for. It's goddamn pork steaks. So he just wasn't able to comply. I'm listening to They should have recognized that. Listening to it a little bit, and I have not done any commentary on George Floyd because that's just too many cases to be trying to talk about with R. Kelly, and then the Derek Chauvin and George Floyd. But what I do like about a lot of the cases that I do try to watch is closing arguments. Love, love, love the closing arguments. You say drop off service, I'm moving in with you, girl. I'm moving in with you. But yeah, I like the closing arguments because this is when the nitty gritty. It gets down to the nitty gritty, right? But a lot of things that is said out on the YouTube streets, it's not for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly to be trying to prove his innocence. Everything is lies in the hands of the prosecutor. You say that I did this and I did this and I did this and I did this, and I have the right to remain silent. Go on and try to prove your stuff. Now, let's leave it up to the defense attorneys to come out here to also debunk what the prosecutors are going to be bringing to the table, for Mr. Robert Sylvester Cali. So, but too many people, too many. Yeah, I love Harlem. I love the closing arguments. That was I can ever since the death of George Floyd, right? Ever since the death of him, and it all went viral and everything, right? I hear them, but I also know that emotions are going to get tied into it, just like R. Kelly case. Everybody has their emotions tied into it, and you can't run a whole case off of emotions. Yes, some of the juror, it'll hear you when you're crying, and and things like that, and this happened, and he wasn't that person, but that's not what they're looking for. Your tears and stuff doesn't tell the facts. It's the evidence of what's presented in the court of law. It's what gives the juror their decision to determine if this is factual information or not. So I don't know. Hi, poo poo. So I don't know. You say Chauvin evoked that Fifth Amendment right. So and I would agree with you on that, but like I said, if you're looking at the comments, it's got to be at least, I don't know, maybe 300 people in there that don't agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but of course, the prosecution is trying to prove in their closing arguments that George Floyd was under, the influence of whatever, the opium and all of those things. And somewhere in throughout his lifetime, he had always been on it. He ain't died yesterday. He didn't drop dead when he went in there to the store to do whatever it was that they were doing in the store with he didn't drop dead then. So I think that if I would like to put y'all, what's wrong with his damn socks? Look at this shit. What's wrong with this shit? Look at his socks. What the hell? This is black people though. This is how we come outside though. That's a grown ass man with some like, bruh. What you doing with those socks? What you doing? And another thing, y'all. I don't care. Be quiet. She at school. Are you out of school? Oh. So another thing that just irks me about, Lord, I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on, you guys, look at this right here. Another thing that just kind of irks me, it's just I guess a lot of emotions. It's like, okay, we get it. We know you say Pookie. I sure wanted to hear what that bastard had to say, though. He didn't want to take. He didn't want to take the stand. He didn't want to take it, but you know, I think that, like I say, if I was on the juror for that case, I think that, to give it the benefit of the doubt, I think that, okay, let me hear all these details. Okay, let me hear, how much he loved his mama. Let me hear you guys tell me, oh my God, he was on the drugs and things like that. Let me hear you tell me, oh my God, it was a counterfeit $20 bill. Okay, I'm going to hear you out. I'm going to give you the people the benefit of the doubt and hear that. Kiwan, sit your butt down. So, but what I am actually going to be looking for, and I hope that the juror is going to be looking for it as well, right? is exactly what they presented. The only thing that I want them to be able to show the defense, right? The only thing that I want the defense to really be able to show, and the doctor did come out at one point and say that, what would cause something like this, and they ruled it as asphyxiation, right? Remember that? Remember when that doctor came on? See, I don't come on and talk about George Floyd, but I'm pretty sure you guys have been watching a little bit, about him, right? So, but that's what I remember, and that is what was the cause of death. What was the cause of death? And as a juror, I'll have to ask myself, okay, so he uses these opiums and things like that, right? We know that. He's there's no big secret to him wanting to have his choice, his rights or whatever, because it's a right. It's a right. You can get high. It ain't no law against it that says that you can't get high, okay? Or you can't take it, they tell you that you shouldn't. They say that you shouldn't because it's harmful, right? That they do tell us. You shouldn't do this because it is hazardous to your health. They do tell you that, but there is no law out that says that you can't take this or you are going to freaking jail. Okay? It just tells you the precautions of it. This can happen, this can happen. I'm talking about like bodily, harmful to your body that can cause such things, right? But after they put out here that, he was, he does his drugs. This is what the prosecution is trying to paint out, to the people that, he died by probably, overdosing or on too much drugs. His heart gave out for whatever shit that, he made a choice to use and put in his body. But then I'll have to sit there as a juror and be like, what, it just took effect on him that day? Why wasn't he falling out in the store? Why didn't he drop dead or some things in the store? Even though I get it, we don't know, when death is going to take place without someone harming you. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. But what killed me, what would have killed me if I was on that juror? What would have sold me to a guilty plea on Chauvin is the doctor. The doctor, they brought in a professional doctor. The doctor gave his determination of what he thought would have been the cause of this man's death. A doctor, a licensed freaking doctor. They brought him in there. We're going to use it. He said asphyxiation, cause of death. Okay? So, not only that, because see, this wouldn't have taken that long for me. This would have been going, this would have been an open and shut case for me, because you sit here and, what was the other thing? We learned, and I say we because I believe, like I say, you guys kind of had learned a few details about it as well, right? And so we had learned that this police officer, Chauvin, was kind of new. He knew Mr. George Floyd back from some clubhouse. They was, had some association over at a club before a nightclub, so they knew each other. So something went on, apparently, that they did not get along at the time with each other, or so. And that could have helped carried out some animosity between those two. It just so had happened to be, and I'm sorry that this was the police officer that had some association with the deceased. So that doesn't help him look good at all. Had it been another police officer kneeling on his neck, then fine. We wouldn't have been able to use that. But they were able to dig back and talk about how these two had some association at a nightclub and things wasn't seeing eye to eye with these two. So there's some anger and things built up inside one or the other. And if you look at the picture, it seems to be that the anger about their past association could have still been there with Chauvin. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd been carrying his own, and this is my moment to shine. Yeah, this is my moment to get back. And and so that's number two for me. So you have the doctor that came on the stand, right? You have the doctor that came on the stand, and a licensed professional doctor on the stand saying that yeah, he died from asphyxiation. So you said, or why it didn't happen to her. Yeah, you true. Right, Pooh. Why at that time is now all of a sudden his heart gave out because you guys found out, or people were saying that okay, he used to use, or he did use some type of drug or whatever. So that was number two though for me, Pooh. The doctor, and then learning that he had some association with George Floyd coming from a nightclub that could have steamed to them not liking each other. Just so happened to be he arrived on the scene, knew who it was, recognized him. Oh my God, oh, this nigga, I can't, in his head. He not saying this out loud, but it's this nigga out, oh my God, work with this punk ass nigga. And no. Opportunity. He has opportunity now. He has the upper hand. He has the badge. He has the gun. He has the handcuffs. I'm finna get this nigga, I'm finna get this nigga. Intentionally to kill him? Who's to say? Only he would know those things. But the picture, the main picture that they shows on the news that went viral was the knee on the neck part, right? So, as a juror, I have two things that I am focusing in on making my decision on this case, right? But it's different when you go down the comments online. It's totally, let me put the phone right here so I can see that. It's totally different, because everybody is going to look at the situation how they choose to look at it. A lot of us is going to look at it, and I'm saying us by being people. You know what I mean? People, just people in general, not, you know what I mean. So, yeah, and then you're gonna have those that's because making it into the racist thing. The whites are gonna stick with the whites no matter what. You got those who sponsors a lot of police officers out here, and from what we're just saying, the police officers can't do no wrong. They can't do no wrong. Hi, Galatians. They don't do any wrong, so they're going to be bagged up by that. So as I'm reading the comments, right, it's crazy because you don't know who's who. You don't know if these are ex-police officers, or if this is a bigotry from, the white race that just absolutely can't stand you black people. They don't like it. So it doesn't matter how the picture is painted with those. If it's a white person and they have that heart with not liking you nigga people, they gonna rule against you anyway because they don't like it. They don't like the color of the skin, and that's just the way that part is gonna go. So, but so yeah, you working with so many different kind of people. And that's crazy. It doesn't matter with everybody whether it looks right or wrong. Judgment calls, judgment calls, and that's what you're gonna get out here. Emotions, prejudgment, racism, politics, and of course the backing of the blues. Nobody wants their fellow officer to go down, which I can't understand that, because if you are upholding the law and you know that some things was done from a lawman, it's like no, like what's called. I want to read their book where they got something that you got to check off and say that even if my fellow officer, co-worker is in the wrong, I still must defend him at all times, and I'm sure it is because nobody the police force they don't like to be sued. They don't like to be sued. And as much as they've been sued, though, I want to know where the hell all this damn money coming from with all these damn lawsuits. Who paying all these damn lawsuits? Who paying all these lawsuits off, y'all? Where in the hell is all this money coming from with all these lawsuits out here? 'Cause it's a lot of lawsuits against these police officers. This shit is crazy. What the hell? They got more money than goddamn Powerball people. Where it come from? Taxpayers. Hell, half of the world ain't even working. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. I used to sit there like, what in the hell is all this money coming from for these continuing ass lawsuits out here? Holy shit. So, but yeah, that would be number two for me though. That would definitely be number two. The doctor, they brought a doctor in. They brought a doctor in, and the doctor said, from his experience of being a doctor, and I'm sure that they're going to want to go and look and see, the practice of this doctor. Let's see, the practice of what he's done, pulled his medical records, try to see if he has any lawsuits or anything about with him, any wrongful death with him and his practices. They record everything about this doctor. How credible is it, right? How credible is it? It's crazy, right? So that's number two. What is number three for me? I don't know. What would be number three for you guys, huh? What would be number three for you guys? I gotta go get my power cord. Sorry, you guys. What would be number three for you guys? Because that's the second one for me. And I bet you, I wonder, can you guys guess what would be the third one? My grandson crazy. What would be the third one for you guys? What would be the third one for you all? I can tell you what it is for me, but I want to see if somebody's going to guess it. And just those three along is enough for me to. What you doing? What you want? You bored? I'm Grandma. Nice to meet you. So, let me see if anybody would guess. You said so, Pap. Are they going? Are they saying if one get in trouble, all gets in trouble? Which I think that they should, to a certain extent. I think I'm gonna give you my opinion. Let me give you my honest opinion on that one. Right? Should the other ones be in any trouble? I have to say yes, to a certain degree, though. Only to a certain degree. Because they stood there. Now I got to try to figure out how to get this phone. Because I don't want to get it wet. So maybe if I put it up in there, it'll be just fine. Okay, there we go. But, yes, to a certain degree. In my opinion, okay? Because it's my opinion. A lot of people may not feel the way that I do on this, though. Cool. Discipline-wise, yes, because it's a right and a wrong. So since they chose to stand by him while he do the action, see, he followed through. So he actually committed it. The other ones, they just watched it happen. You know what? I think that would be fair enough for me with them right there is, I guess out of work, I guess a discipline of probably, but then that wouldn't work because they'll take that as a goddamn on vacation time over on the beaches and shit like that. And I think that they should be out of work, not serving on the force for probably about a year. But, but, community service. Go over and start helping to clean up the black neighborhoods. Go sweep it. Go help plant trees. You gotta, go make them tolerate color people. Go do that shit. Yeah. Go make them help build a home for Niggerville. Stuff like that. Volunteer, and they have to be there. So, I think that I would do something like that. We got to get these people to know that black people ain't as harmful as any other color walking these streets out here. We're really not. Same thing that they think that a black person can oppose on you is the same thing that the white person can oppose on you. That young man that walked the streets in Minnesota, was that Minnesota? That boy and the police officers in the trucks that came, they just walked right past him, and he was literally walking down the street with that AR. You remember that, Pooh? You remember that? And they showed it on the news, and I'm like, ain't y'all finna arrest? Y'all ain't gonna grab him? You ain't gonna do nothing? They just literally rolled right past that guy. Yeah, and it was something about his mom. His mom showed up or some shit like that. And I was like, I'm sitting there looking at this shit, girl. I'm like, what, hello? Yeah, don't you want to ask him what the hell he going with this AR, with this big long ass gun hanging down his damn side? Like, y'all don't want to know. They didn't want to know. Girl, they just rolled right past it. Oh, okay. And I was like, okay, this is some fucked up shit right here. This is some fucked up shit, yeah. I thought that shit was, I'm like, okay, so Pooh, I'm like, damn, was the police on drugs? Was they too motherfucking high that they didn't see this goddamn white boy walking down the street with this goddamn AR, this AK? Huh? They didn't see that shit? Girl, I'm like, they must have been high. They must have been on opium. They couldn't see him, girl. They must have been drunk. I was like, what in the fuck? They didn't want to know where he was going, where he coming from, or nothing. When he just left this goddamn big old shooting up the goddamn street. That white boy was, guns and swinging and everything. And I'm sitting at the TV going, Mr. Officer, yeah, you drove right past him. You drove right past the Whiteville. That goddamn it was down there with all that goddamn shooting of them people. So, who was high? And who was drunk, y'all? Somebody in that goddamn truck was high and drunk. And they drove right past old boy, y'all. They drove right past the goddamn door. And you know that boy, he was walking like his heart wasn't beating at all. Like he was walking like he knew the goddamn cops. He was walking like he knew, like, them my uncles and my cousins in that goddamn police car in the truck. Because those were the trucks, right? Those were the military trucks. They was in a big truck, the big police paddy wagon truck, like looking thing, right? That white boy walked past him like, shit. Threw that motherfucker gun around his shoulder. Shit. I said, ain't this some shit? Now, had it been young Niggerville ass walking past there, you going on the ground with the goddamn knee in your neck, and they gonna tell these people that you was on opium and you were high and you were this close to death in a damn way, so you was suicide. You committed suicide. That's what they was gonna tell us. I'm like, oh my Lord, this shit is beyond me, but I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know what to think. I don't know. It was funny, though. It was, I'm not talking about like funny to be, like you laughing or whatever. I'm like the police, like what in the fuck just happened here? And then they show it like, you ain't You ain't gonna care. You ain't say, there ain't nothing you can do anyway. But talk about it. That's how they be showing the shit to the people. Same thing with our Kelly case. They come out here and they talk about it because they know ain't shit you can do about it but talk about it. That's pretty much it. That's all you get to do. It's just talk about it because ain't nothing else nobody can do about it. But so back to my third, nobody guessed it, huh? As a juror, what do you think would be the third thing about George Floyd case that will make that will get me to the decision of finding a guilty plea on it? And the first one I said was the doctor that took oath under the stand because he is a doctor. He's legal. He has his license. This is what he practiced. He knows anatomy. So he's been doing. He's doing it. Ain't no telling how many surgeries he's done or none of that stuff. So I have to say, oh, okay. They brought a professional on the stand, a legal licensed doctor. Fine. Okay. All of us sometimes, well, most of the time, we listen to our damn doctors, right? So if you're going to bring them on the stand, I'm going to listen to them. If the doctor tell you to take 2 of these 3 times a day for 2 weeks, you going to listen to him, right? So I'm going to listen to him. That's what he said that it was. He says that it was asphyxiation. Okay? Second thing that they said on that damn stand was that, what was the second thing that I said, y'all? Because y'all know I talk too much. They wasn't going to question Billy Boo. No, hey, Juicy. So let's go to the third thing, because the third thing is the length of time, you guys. That sold it for me. If you have a man, I don't care who it is, because had it been a cousin, his mother, or I'm talking about Chauvin, Ivy Rock, those type of people, anybody that he had known other than Floyd, because obviously he knew Floyd. That was my second thing, and that sold me. So it's the doctor, it's the association that he had with George Floyd, and Floyd had with him at a nightclub. Somewhere they acquired some type of I don't like you thing, association. They wasn't buddies. Or you say my screen is foggy? Okay, you want me to touch some buttons, don't you? Okay. Let's touch the buttons and see. Let me see. I don't know why my camera is like this. I gotta fix the camera. I don't usually have a clear camera. On my other phone, it'd be real clear, but on this phone, and I ain't going to do no upgrade for no goddamn new 20G or whatever they got coming out. So, hi, Claudine. I don't know why it's foggy. I don't know, babe. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, but, I don't know. I probably need to upgrade my phone. It's just damn camera on here. Yeah. See, it'll do me foggy, but if I turn it for you to, look at something, then it's clear. Isn't that clear? That's very clear, right? But if I turn the camera around, to me, you say try to wipe the camera? Okay. Okay, let me try that. Let me see. Oh, shit. Okay, what about now? Is that better? Huh? No button. Yeah, you know how I push a button, girl. What about now? Oh, okay, so I guess it was a camera. All right, look at y'all be getting me together over here. Because all this electronic shit be crazy. So, much better. Much better. So that's, you know what though, Pooh? That's just like my damn glasses. I be looking through them like, oh, my glasses are so foggy. Or girl, they be dirty. I mean, I have to clean them off. So, but that's the second thing, you guys, and that would be the association that they somewhere somebody was just kind of stayed angry. You know, they was angry with each other and saw who who the person was from the store and everything, and instantly, just like how they say, oh, okay, I got it. Just like how they say, how we react to a lot of things. You know, you had the little 13-year-old boy, who apparently threw the gun away, but the police officer apparently, once he raised his hand up, the little boy that is, the police officer, he reacted, pulled the gun, shot, bam, So everything, it will send off this emotional reaction to certain situations. So when shuffling to me, this is how I would be discussing in the juror room with the fellow jurors. When he got out, who's to say that he never carried on any animosity? And we're not going to know what their whole anger towards each other was about, because people don't share that. It's about a woman. Was it about money? Was it about drugs? What was it about? We know that. So, but we know that there was something that happened between those two, stemming from a nightclub that they were associated with, right? So Chauvin gets out, he comes to the scene, and voila, guess who it is? It's George Floyd. Well, I'm still pissed at this MF, and this can be good, because I carry a badge and I have the gun and I have the handcuffs and I am the law. So no matter what happens and how this plays out, I'm going to get some type of leniency, right? Because I am the man in blue now. Had it been back at the club, the nightclub that they were at, right, and he's not carrying a badge or things like that, it's just a regular fight and everything at the nightclub. See, George Floyd, Shuffling, he would have got arrested back then too as well. So big difference, big goddamn difference, because he wasn't practicing as a police officer back then. He was working at a nightclub. But now he gets to dress in the blue. So the authority is all on him, on his waist, on his chest, and yeah, he's got the tasers, he's got the ballot, he's the ballet, the what you call it, the baton, and he's got the gun. So now he's in charge. He gets to hold the power now over George Floyd. He's in the blue now. He's the man. So he knew that this could be an argument after he used his power to get back at George Floyd on something that happened in their past, right? To where hopefully I'll get off on this one. All I got to do is know how to argue this one and this and this and that. But the third thing that would send me back there to deliberate, to come up with a guilty plea on George Floyd, is the 9 minutes on the neck. That did it for me right there. 9 minutes. It's the 9 minutes on the neck. Especially if a human being is telling you, you're just going to have to take it for what it's worth, that I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe right now. I don't care about the part where he says, he's calling out for his mother. I don't get into that type of detailed psychological thing, because that's the stuff that gets into your head, and then it has you thinking unrationally about the situation. And I get it. Those things, when they paint those out there, they can help. I get that. But the more reality of it, see, because his mother had passed on. And I'm sitting out here and I'm reading it, everybody goes, I think even, God, what is his name? I can't even think of his name right now. He went in as one of the NAACP. Steve, what's the man name? What's the goddamn man name, y'all? NAACP. He's always on the skinny head. He was big. He was little. I just can't think of it right now. Harpton. What fuck is his name? I am so bad at names. Okay, but anyways, he kept using that as well, right? You know, he called out for his mom when they did the eulogy. When you the one that did the eulogy up in Minnesota, Al Sharpton. Thank you, girl. See, because I am not good with keeping names in my head. So he started the trend to me. Right? Trendsetter. And and it's a mess son, and he's calling out to his mother. And I get that part. That's that emotional feeling part of things, right? No! He had his knee on his neck for 9 minutes. That was the goddamn point that he should have stayed to. Stay on that. Let that have been. That's all that's all they need out here. That was it. He's calling out to his mother. And I know a lot of us is into that spiritual aspect of it, right? But his mother had passed on. So with his mother being passed on, what is it that his mother was going to do? She's gone. What is the point that you tried to prove about him calling out to his mother? I don't deal in that kind of, I don't deal with it's kind of realistic, but mixed with the unrealistical part of what's going on. When I say that, I'm talking about the spiritual aspect of it, the one that puts us in, in our feelings. And you cannot fight these cases with feelings. The same thing that's going on with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. You can't be calling upon something that we know it's real, but it's not real. The real part about it with George Floyd is that his mother is passed on. The unreal part about it is, why are we still calling and painting a picture that, he knew he was going to die, and he knew that his mother, he was talking to his mother, and what is his mother going to do? What, come back alive and help? What was she going to do? So I'm just trying to show you guys how, with the R. Kelly case, that the feelings got to come out of it. Got to stick to the ground rules of what's going on with this. It's not about the feelings and things. So, but Al Sharpton set that trend when he did that eulogy up there, and I get it. But you're not going to put everybody in that empathetical vision of things. You're not. Just like if you log on to the court TV, and if you watch these arguments over here, right? If we're going to talk about using the deceased to put people in their feelings, whether for humanity, right? We're humans. We should all be feeling this, right? Look at those comments over there. Guilty. They over there to myself, not guilty. Vote Trump back into office. Everybody ain't gonna feel what you feel. So you got to keep the feelings up out of it and stick to the point. The matter of the fact on this thing right here, we're talking about 9 minutes on the knee. We're talking about how many of these doctors is going to rule this as asphyxiation. That's it, and that's all. I don't know. They haven't gave me a call yet, Felicia. I haven't gotten a call back, so I don't know. He's still at the hospital, so I don't know. I haven't gotten a call, and I dropped him off at 8 o'clock this morning. What time is it? It's 11:30, so I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. But I know they'll usually call me right when he wakes up out of anesthesia, so that's what I'm waiting on. But I don't know. Those are the three things right there that will help me make my decision with this being a guilty. I'm sorry. 9 minutes. 9, not 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes. 9 minutes. And then with George Floyd just telling another human being who had no compassion at all because of this is my belief, my opinion, some animosity that could have possibly taken place when they used to work or be at work or be at whatever this club thing that they knew of each other at. All because of that. All because of that right there. And the other part of the closing argument of what George Floyd attorney was speaking on, which was the I do that like the white girl. I'm okay. Remember the white girl? She run into driving her bike, and she ran into the car and jumped up and said, "I'm okay." After all that damn clashing noise, "I'm okay." So I don't, he made a good 1.2 on the closing arguments, for me. And he said that, all of this, because that man, George Floyd, allegedly went in with a goddamn counterfeit $20 bill. All of this over a $20 counterfeit bill. The man in the clerk or the owner or whatever, because they said that they had to make that call, they felt bad. He felt bad. He never thought that it would come to this over, what happened to just citate him on the road. Listen, give us a goddamn $20 bill. We're going to take this. Here's your ticket. This is going into evidence, and you must appear in court. This here can get you up to $1,000 fine. You know what I'm saying? What was wrong with that way? The harsh treatment. Harsh. Too harsh. They try to be too harsh for no reason, for no reason at all. So I think that Chauvin portrayed, this is weird. I think that he portrayed very harsh treatment towards George Floyd, and therefore, if I would have been on the juror, yes, I would have convicted George Floyd with the guilty plea. I do. So now that we got past that, and here we are, where you're gonna see, hopefully, that they impose this guilty plea down, right? Now it's up to the sentencing part, where it gets a little bit tricky at, It gets tricky, very, very tricky, because the guidelines are so different to what the guilty plea is coming in at. Is this intentional homicide? Is this murder in the first degree, in the second degree, in the third degree? Which is it? And then this is where the guidelines is going to fall into. Okay, do we give them 3 months, 6 months, 12 years probation, 4 years, in jail with, possible release with parole, and all of these tricks and trades. Tricks and trades is what I like to call them, y'all, because this is your law. This is what you people go out there to vote for, because they never have shit set they never have anything locked in solid ground. They leave things with loopholes in them so that they would be able to adjust things as they go along accordingly to how they fucking feel. Not by what the fucking law, the law, the loopholes. They'll go by the law. They're going to go by some of the the things that is written in the law. But you will also have the loophole part. That's the part where it has this hole in it right here. This is the law on this side. All of this they must abide by. All of this on the right side, they have to abide by. And you're going to hear them read that. You hear them say that. With this over here, and this is opposed to that, you can get up to a maximum of 25 to life. right? That's what it would usually say, right? 25 to life, 40 years in prison. They all kind of different shit though. But your loophole now has it where if you do this, this is all your stuff in the middle part of it. If you do this, then we can get you out on this type of behavior. Well, if you do this, then we can get you out on this release, work release. Well, just because it says 25 to max here, at least you show some the court will have leniency on you. You know what I'm saying? The leniency. So what we're going to do now is, we'll give I'm going to go at 5 years in prison and we'll let you out on, and we'll look at how you've been looking in the penitentiary, and then we could possibly see, if we can get some of that time reduced, or have you coming up for parole and see what they think with good behavior and all of that stuff. All those little things like that goes inside that loophole outside of what the actual guidelines actually says. 25 years to life. How many? They're going to give them 17. Well, goddamn it, go do the whole goddamn 17. Leave all that damn loophole and ass shit up out of it. And that's that. It's going to be on, if we're going to fix them, then fix them. I don't know. It is what it is. But that's just me, That's just me, you guys. Crazy, right? Crazy. Yes, it is. So, but I just wanted to tell y'all that. I just came back on to kind of do that with you guys, because what you're seeing now with Mr. Kelly's case is emotions. Nothing but emotions, you guys. So, I don't know. Well, it is 11:44 here, and I believe that TBD has something scheduled for the part 2 of the Don Russell thing. So I'm sure you guys want to go and watch that, because now it's some more about, the breaking and the entry of stealing, possessions that just doesn't belong to somebody. So I guess we go over there and check that out too. Yeah. And that's what you're going to get. I mean, I would like to go over there and hear some arrest has been made, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Are we going to go and watch more videos and things about it? I don't know, y'all. Crazy, right? I was excited this morning. I'm like, oh, it's Monday. Yes. The department is open up. Everybody's back. Oh, I got pepper. Pepper, y'all. I'm like, everything back to business. Now we can crack down on this. We get to watch and see that, there's going to be some arrests made today. I was excited, y'all. I was so goddamn excited. Y'all have no idea. But I woke up. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. Yes. So I'm finna go back in my room. And you know what? Where Pooh at, Karen? You know what I don't want to hear? It's one word that I really don't want to hear right now. Let me tell you what I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that all of this takes time. I get annoyed with that. Really, really bad. I don't want to hear all of this takes time and it's preparation, because it don't take no time to get the first procedure started. So you can't tell nobody can tell me that. Not a single soul. Not a single soul. Don't tell me, that they putting together, all of this evidence for this, and they doing this, and we still working behind the scenes on this, on that. I really, I don't want to hear that today. I have to be honest with you guys, because it doesn't take time to, It doesn't take no time to have to get the police involved on anything that you feel that was wrongfully done to you. Not at all. Not at all. So we'll wait and see on that one, huh? Yeah. So I'm gonna go because now I got my food in the oven and I am going to get myself ready for work. You guys, shout out to you, girl. I got my work hours. I got my job. I got new hours now. So my coming live is gonna be a schedule on different time. I don't even schedule this. I'll be coming on at different times, you guys, and it probably won't be many mornings. It'll probably be many evenings, you know. So I am happy. I just got to get through this week with the hours that I have, and then my new hours will start on Monday. Yay! Let me see what y'all saying before I go. Let me see what y'all saying before I go. Let me see. Because y'all be in here talking to each other. I can't believe the camera was blurry, though, because it was dirty. Whoops. My bad. My bad. Doggone your butt. I was just trying to run in and out, and you called me. What, Karen? Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. She threw the 29 seconds on there. But Karen, that's what sold me on a guilty verdict against Chauvin. And I'm sorry. So yeah, they had a doctor up there who said asphyxiation. It also clearly shows that there was some type of association with those two guys at a nightclub somewhere where there could have still been dragging on animosity against one another, or one against the other one, and the other one dropped the situation. And then the third one was the 9 minutes on the knee, on the neck. I'm sorry. And then you have a person that's thank you, Curtis, my sunshine. Curtis, my sunshine. So even though Curtis, I wasn't worried about getting a job anyway because of my seniority. I wasn't worried about it. I knew that I was in the bank. At least I was but it's a few people up over me, right? And I was like, I don't think that they would be interested in moving around. You know, I really didn't think that they would be interested in moving around at all. But I don't know. So you say you hope that he gets the convicted. You do. Well, V Rock, what sold it for you? What actually sold it for you, V Rock? Let me hear what you think. Huh? What actually sold it for you, though, V Rock? Excessive use of force and I can't even pronounce your word. Maybe it's wrong. Dereliction of duty. The knee on his neck. That's, yeah. Yeah, that one got it for me too, so really did. Yep. That one did for me. It's like 9 minutes. The thing about, he was calling for his mom. He was calling for his mom, but in the realistic parts of it have to stay at the end. And that's what, I see with Mr. Kelly. It's too much unrealistical, detailed things about it. It's like, just talk about what's at hand. So look at my owl. Hello, Mr. L. Hello, Mr. L. Mr. L. I have to put that up to keep the goddamn squirrels and shit. And it actually works, It really, really works. Sure does. I keep the squirrel away from it. So it's cold. It's ugly. Look at the sky. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly out. God. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I got dressed warm today, but I got to get ready, get my butt ready for work. See my little cooler that I bought? Look cool. I put it together, y'all. So you got to open it up. And it goes to this little thing. Look at it. So I can sit out here, have my juices and My wine sitting in there. Oh, ice. What you want, grandson?
Um, I'm
Yes.
I'm just bored and there's nothing to do.
Well, what is it that you're bored about, and what is it that you like to do?
I play games.
What game? You played the game all night.
Like I really want to play on my phone, but it's in the car.
It's in your mom's car, so you can't play on that. What? Dakota won't let you play? Why not? You want me to tell her?
Okay.
Huh? What? Huh? Coda, let Kiwan play that
I
game.
just told you.
Let that boy play that game, girl. You ain't playing it. You so stingy. Why are you stingy to him?
We were just on it last night.
But you're in school. What does it matter? Get up. Let that boy play that game while you're in school. Now. Now. Thank you.
That's the only reason he came over here.
That's okay. He's not over here that much. Put him on the game.
And executing his duties.
Hurry up. Give him like an hour.
A reasonable police officer in the same situation.
Thank
To
you.
be necessary.
Why is it that she don't want him to play the game when she not on the game? She in school, up in the living room, but he can't play the game. Let the boy play the game. I'm gonna have to put a game. I'm gonna have to put him a game station in the other room. I'm gonna have to just go on and buy another one, I guess, because he loves and he's good at it though. So I don't know. But I'm with you with that one, V Rocker. You know, she said 1 hour. Now go.
Reasonable in light of the totality of the
He's got an
facts,
hour.
circumstances confronting the
You
officer,
ain't out of school in no
and
20 minutes.
without regard to the officer's own subjective
Okay.
state of mind, intention,
So,
or motivations.
I don't know.
The defendant is
Go
not
check out the
guilty of
comments, you guys,
if he
especially
used
the
force
ones
as
on the court
authorized by
TV
law.
thing. Oh my
And to
God. You know, all
prove
you see on there is like
guilt,
not
the
guilty,
state must
not
further
guilty, not
prove
guilty.
beyond a reasonable doubt
Something about vote
that the
Trump in
defendant's use of force
2024.
was not
Go ahead. She got it going now. You better get all your minutes in. You know, I don't, you know, these people out here still talking about voting. Voting is over with. Start yelling that shit in 2024. Nobody voting, go vote Trump in. Go vote Trump in. Hell. Go vote Trump ass to court too for messing around with the alleged 14-year-old him damn self, him and that goddamn what's it, Epstein or Weinstein, one of them. Go vote go vote on that. Let's go vote. That's what you do. Go vote on that. I don't know.
The standard is what were the facts that were
It's
known to
crazy.
this officer at the precise moment
And for the most
use of
time, you know, when
force,
you're a defense
and
a prosecutor,
considering
attorney, right, and you
all
get to
of the
stand up there to
totality
do
of
your
circumstances and
closing
facts known to the
arguments.
officer,
Epstein, thank you,
a
boo.
reasonable police
Thank you,
officer
boo. So, but we'll never know the truth behind that, though. You know, I don't know unless he, you know, somewhere on the island and come back in like 99 years to tell everybody. But you know that when they be the prosecutors in the defense, when they are get ready to get up to do their closing arguments. Like, why do they have to make it so long? It just be dragging out long. Look at him. I think he been up here for like a whole 15 minutes. Look at him.
they have given you their opinions at
Just
various
talking away.
stages as to
Talking, talking,
reasonableness
talking, talking.
of the use
Got, you know what it's like? Gotta sell that car. Gotta sell that car. I don't know. I gotta get me an all access badge. I gotta figure out how to get an all access granted badge, because all these people can sit out here and, you know, I don't know how they play this music and play these videos and stuff like that, and don't nothing be happening. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing happens. No, they still get access to do it. So I'm gonna figure that shit out, and I'm gonna buy me some license so that we can watch it.
And all
Yep.
of these things kind of lead
Depending on how
into
much it
the
costs now,
question
I ain't
of,
going crazy.
most
I knew
critically,
it.
what are
Maybe
the
I should have
facts
took
that
up
were known to the
journalism.
police officer, the reasonable police officer, at the precise moment
Yep.
the force was used. So you can start at a very high level, right? What were the reasonable police officer's knowledge of the area be? Is this a high crime location? Is it a low crime area? Those are things, those are facts that a police officer would know. What are the specifics of the location of arrest, right? Am I going into a densely populated urban environment, or am I in
See,
kind of
he ain't
a
even making no sense. Like, he wants to present to, he's closing his arguments right now. He's closing his arguments, making it, trying to make it important to the jury about where they were, where the arrest took place. What was it, daylight? How hot was the goddamn sun? How many people were out there watching the scenery? All the shit. It's like why? And if I was sitting on the jury stand, I'd be sitting there like, hurry up, motherfucker. Nobody want to hear nothing about it. Was 24 goddamn people out there. 5 of them had on a pair of sandals. We saw 2 ladies coming out the store with some 2% milk, and one of them had 1% milk, and the other one had her hair braided to the back. This is how they do. This is how they do. This is done on purpose so that whatever was presented in the defense closing arguments, they think you're gonna forget about it. They think you're gonna forget. You're supposed to forget the real shit that was spit right. They need you to focus on and get all confused now about presenting some other goddamn time where the knee on the neck took place. Why does it matter? Should you put him in a car, drive him up the street over to the Whiteville Nation and put the knee on the neck? Would that make a difference? Would it make a damn difference? This is shit that annoys me, you guys. It's annoying me. He's beyond irking me. He need to go sit down. I think he's just trying to show people how his tie look. He been up there so damn long.
That a reasonable police officer would have at the precise moment force was used.
He said that gave him the right moment, forceful use to use. There you have it. It's hard being an attorney. Because he know he don't mean that shit. He know he ain't mean that shit he just said. He just said that due to the location of putting his knee on the neck to George Floyd, that gave him, at that moment, the right to use forceful tactics. Yeah. Look at his association. Now, if I was the judge, I'd tell that man, go sit your ass down some damn well. What are you talking about? This is just what he just tried to sell this goddamn juror. Yeah. Because of where the location was.
Or is at least cognizant and concerned about future behavior based upon past behavior. But the unpredictability of humans factors into the reasonable police officer's analysis too. Because sometimes reasonable police officers take someone into custody with no problem, and suddenly they become a problem. It can change in an instant.
Yes, it can.
A reasonable police officer will take into consideration.
I don't know, y'all. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. You say so scared of a 9-year-olds and 17-year-olds and a 60-plus-year-olds, and if you're that damn scared, then like, girl, hey, just go. You right. Go be a goddamn crossing guard. Shit, go do some shit like that, girl.
So throughout the course of this trial, the state has focused your attention on 9 minutes and 29 seconds.
You damn right, because that's all that matters. Let's listen to his. Let's listen to this. This might be good.
Is to take those 9 minutes and 29 seconds and put it into the context of the totality of the circumstances that a reasonable police officer would know. And the proper analysis starts with, what did the officers, and what would a reasonable officer know at the time of dispatch? Well, these are records that are kept. They've been introduced. You can look at them. This is Exhibit 151.
Damn.
This is the computer-aided dispatch report. You heard the testimony of
151. That's a lot of shit evidence. A lot of exhibits.
Information that they are passing out to the officers. You will see that the initial
Was the initial call, was there a call in to the dispatchers that
hearing over the radio
Okay, wait a minute.
was that on May 25th, 2020,
Counterfeit bill to business. No armed, not dangerous, none of that. They got the call in to the dispatcher that there is a male who provided a counterfeit bill to the business. That's it. Suspect is black male. Lord, do they have 600 plus pounds? Look at that. Look at this shit. What does that say? Black male. Y'all missed it. I missed it. I'm going to see if they put it back up. Did they say suspect of black male? 600 plus pounds. Is that what the fuck that said? Throw the whole case away. You're lying already. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Y'all lied. Put them in jail. They lied. Is that what that said? I know they're going to show it again because he's talking about the dispatcher calls. I could have sworn that that's what that said. Well, didn't it say 600 plus? Did that just say that? You say he looks so deranged. He's been told to shut the fuck up. He can't. He don't want to say nothing. He don't want to say nothing. What is how many years is he facing if he's found guilty, you guys? How many years?
I recall the testimony of Jenna Scurry as well, and it's not reflected in this exhibit pretty well.
Now you got to keep in mind, though, Beauty. You know when they do this, because Mr. Kelly's trial is going to be live as well, I believe. You know, and Mr. Kelly will be sitting right there. You know, in the same chairs, not per se there. You know, I'm just saying the same settings, where he's going to be fighting for his life, you know, he's got to fight for his life. And then you're going to have these prosecutors who stand up there and just swear that they are telling the whole truth on this reasonable doubt of finding this man guilty. 40 is, you say 40 isn't enough? Wow. 40 isn't enough. Just another way it is of taxpayers' money. The crazy thing though about that, Renee, we don't even see the tax money coming out. Like we know it's coming out, but we don't even know where it's going. You know, but I don't even be paying attention to when my shit be going up, and I know it be going up. It's got to be going up someday. Well, you don't think it'll be live? Why not? I was hoping that it would be live.
When Officer King and Lane took it over, you can hear.
Why not? That's crazy.
Of that dispatch.
I don't know.
Them talking to each other.
That's crazy. Well, I just stayed online to keep you guys online because I know y'all gonna want the tea, right? So I don't know. I just sat here just to vibe with you guys. Thanks, V-Rock. V-Rock comes over and hang with me. That's what's up. No matter who you are or whatever. It's not who you are and what you are. It's what you do. Do it to a person that caused that person to not like who you are and what you are. And you just haven't done anything to me in a negative way at all, no matter what side you on or who you rock with. And I don't know you from a can of paint, but you have always been, you know, respectful over here. That's all it takes, because we all don't have to know each other. We all don't have to know each other. And I know you be sitting in there, V-Rock, and some of my opinions don't work with you, but you still ain't came to cut my damn throat. You still ain't came to put your knee on my fucking neck, no matter what I've been saying out here on my opinions. You still just kind of, you know, and I appreciate that. And that's for real. I do. You know, you get mad at me, then just talk about it. And, you know, just let's talk about it. Because there's some stuff that other people say that I don't agree with, you know, but damn. I'm with V-Rock, ain't it? Ain't it nice to have that on your own lane? Ain't it a wonderful goddamn feeling? Ain't it? No, you know what I call it, V-Rock? No goddamn restrictions. There's no restrictions on your brain, on your thought, or none. Okay, wait. I want to get back to the wait. I knew they was going to show it, though. Hold on. Look at this shit. What is that? Suspect is black male. 600 plus, sitting on top of a blue Mercedes ML320 SUV. Damn, they drive a Mercedes like that? Clear
You
to
hear
2419 Ilion Avenue. Also appears this
320
person is
taking one
under
out.
the
So that
influence.
means they're removing
But
someone from the vehicle at
does it say
314.
under the influence of what did it? Nope.
The scene is
But of course they
identified
ran and poured his blood,
C
and I
four
think they said,
code
well, was
4.
it opiums
All
or
clear
some other shit that they
at
tried to
20
put him
12 21.
under the influence
So
of?
literally,
But
this
y'all know what?
demonstrates to you a couple of things.
TBD is
How
on. She got
quickly
more
the
juice to
situation can
share. Here she
change
is. And
from
I am
second to
going to
second, minute to
listen to
minute.
her while
They go
I
from
get
get there
myself prepared for
fast,
dress and finish my freaking
back
dinner. So
off.
y'all head
Get
on
there
over.
faster
Give
because
her some
someone needs
love. Don't
help.
forget to hit her thumbs up
It's
button
clear.
over there because
The
this is what's
situation
trending
is
right now.
dynamic
So
and
we
it's
going to have to
fluid.
put the beauty.
They're
I'll come
provided
back and
with
tell you what happened in
information
a little while
that
after
an
we watch because
officer
I
needs
know your butt don't
assistance.
be going nowhere
They
too much
testified
and
about the scene of the struggle,
or
right?
Harlem or whatever. But go on in
And
them
if you
bushes over
recall,
there. Ain't nobody
Sergeant
got to know that
Steiger
you there. But
specifically
just
said
hit her
all of
thumb up
this
button because she gonna
information
be
would
bringing
be
them
known to
information.
a
And
reasonable
you know
police
she tickles me
officer.
because she's sitting
And
there
it
like, well,
goes
I ain't
into
got
and
no
factors
worries.
into
I ain't got no
the
worries. CBD be
reasonableness of
sitting
the
there
use
and
of
she
force.
chews her gum and stuff like that and just be telling her damn
Ultimately,
story on how
Officer
she
Chauvin and
sees. Her
Officer Tao
it's her opinion, it's
arrived
her
at
page. It is
Cafu's.
what it is. They falling in there, y'all. They falling up in there. Look at all these people wanting this tea. Look at them, y'all. They is falling in. V Rock, you going over? Are
So
you going over?
when we look at Officer, I just have to give
Beauty,
you
are you gonna
a
wait
little
for me
piece
to
of
bring you the
information.
tea back?
When we look at Officer Chang's video, Officer Chang arrives first. You see the time is
Mm. You know I
1:16:34
got
p.m.
you, girl. You know I
So
got you. Renee,
that's
I
Greenwich
got
Mean
to
Time.
bring you the
So
tea on
try
it too, because
5
I know
or
you at
1
work and you
a.m.
probably
Get
ain't
you
gonna
back
be
at
able to
8.
tune in or so.
So
No, V Rock, why you not going? Go over there and get in the bushes. Go get in the bushes. They falling in over there, y'all. They falling in.
Officers Officer Chauvin and
They
Officer
want the
Lane pull up
TT. Her tea is hot, V Rock. You finna miss the show. Better go get that
8:16.
popcorn. Get the popcorn out. And then,
Go
of
over
course,
there.
you already know, right? After this one, you give it to about Wednesday, Thursday, then, somebody else is going to be dropping behind her again. And this is what we get the episodes every freaking week. Every freaking week. But, you know, I'm sure it surprised everybody when Sharon Bush popped back out here. It was like, oh, here she goes again. Here she
Information
goes again. But
gathering
it tells you
in
that
terms
ain't
of the
nobody going
assessment and
nowhere. They
reassessment
just
of
waiting on
the again
when
the
it's
decision
their
making
time
process of a
to
police
speak on
officer,
some
right?
things. But it's
Don't come over
crazy.
here where I am,
You
Officer
say you
Chang
a
says.
cactus in the
Go over
bush.
there. Why is
Cactuses
that?
are in the bush. You
Because
scared of them too,
at
huh?
that point,
Say
at
them
that
thorns
precise
hurt.
moment, we
Oh, she
don't
going up,
know
y'all. She going up. She
what's
going up.
happening over at the
Lot
scene.
of people falling
They
in
don't
here.
know
Lot of
that
people falling in, y'all.
officers King and Lane struggled
Yep.
with,
You know what I
misperformed
like?
in
I
getting out
like
of the car,
TBD
that
because
they sat
she
him
does
down, that they stood him up,
the
that they walked
dark
over. They've
bold
been sitting in
lipstick.
this
I like
situation, and there's
I
no
kind of like
evidence to
that, the
suggest
purple
that they
or
had.
the
So
blue.
that
I
does
don't like
factor
the
into the
bright
information.
color
So again, a
bold
reasonable police
lipsticks,
officer,
orange and
what do they
green,
know?
and I like
And they
the
don't
I
know
think
that.
the dark color.
But they're starting to
It
get
works
some
well.
indication. Hey, go
Yeah.
over there, right? Go over there.
So I don't know. Me,
And
I
you
don't
can
know.
see right at
I'm
about
just afraid.
8:17,
I'm
and
just
pardon me
afraid.
for
I
the
just don't
quality of
like
the picture.
makeup.
Officer
You
Chauvin
say
is
she's a
arriving
smart
and
lady.
walking up
You
to
know, how
the
you gonna
scene.
say she's a smart lady? You don't even know her. You don't know
So, what
her.
a
You
reasonable
ain't never
police
seen
officer, what
her.
would a reasonable police officer
If
see
she was so
in this
smart, V
incident?
Rock, if she was so
What a reasonable
smart,
police officer
why
will
come
see
she didn't
could
know
be
how to
defined because of the way a
secondary
reasonable
find a
police
way
officer
to
has to
light a
primarily
goddamn
testify
grill
to
to make some
policy.
chicken? Huh? Is she so smart?
Active
Huh? If
objection
she was
or
so
active
smart, what's she doing
resistance.
up there in the drawer looking for a goddamn
Let's
match?
call it
If it
active
ain't no match
resistance.
in the
In
goddamn kitchen
response to
drawer, then
police
you roll up
efforts
a
to
piece of
bring
paper
a
towel
person
like this.
into
This is how I
custody
do it.
or
Look. Oh
control
my God.
for
You know, I don't have
detention
a
or
match.
arrest,
I'm going to take
the
this V
subject
Rock.
engages in
Look.
active resistance
I'm going to
by
take this right
engaging in
here
physical actions
and I'm gonna light
or
this goddamn
verbal
thing and
behavior
run and throw it on the
reflecting
goddamn
an
fire.
intention
And
to
you
make
know
it
all
more
you need
difficult
after
for
you light
officers
this
to
right
achieve
is a little bit of
actual
lighter fluid. Whole
physical
goddamn
control.
thing, poof,
So as
light the
Derek
fuck up
Chauvin
on your ass. She could. You
walks
about
up
to say
to this
she's
scene
such a
with
smart
all the
lady.
information from the
Really?
footage,
Really, V Rock? Come on, you know all Niggerville people is gonna get that grill match. If we got to stand there and rub two motherfucking sticks together, you been to Camp Magasabi? You know they taught you that shit in camp. All you gotta do is rub two sticks together. They gonna light V Rock. So quit playing, quit playing. Mm-mm. Well, I think she ready, you guys. She is talking, so I think she's done with her music, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna be getting dressed, getting my lunch together, and listening to her commentary. And I'll probably see you guys sometime through the week, yeah, or as I pop up on here. Who knows? Thanks for supporting the channel, V Rock, and listening to my opinions with Beauty and Priscilla and Harlem. And Curtis is here. I don't know. Karen popped in. Who else popped in here? Poo Poo popped in. Renee popped in. Change is gonna come popped in. Helped me out with that Al Sharpton. My mind be going blank on names really, really bad. Heal the Land popped in. Claudine popped in. So if I missed you guys, Juicy Love popped in. My apologies. So many names, but what you say? Let me see. Yeah, you have a blessed week too. You have a blessed week too. But let's take our nose ass on over there and listen to the goddamn, listen to TBD, y'all, cause she gonna drop some more juice on us. Well, I gotta wait for Teddy too. So y'all have a beautiful day. I gotta get ready for work. Talk to you guys later. Bye, Beauty. Bye, Harlem. I gotta find out why my other moderators not participating either, y'all. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I might have to go ahead on and chop some of them. I might have to take them on off the moderator list. They never come in no more. They never come in and support the channel no more. I got to work on that. So, thank you, V Rock. Okay, bye bye, y'all.